All right, everybody, welcome to Cedar, Glade, Brews, Acoustic Garage, man. We got a super special guest with us tonight, Mr. Gary Smith. How are you, man?
Doing great.
Nice. For those that aren't familiar, we like to showcase local singer-songwriters and tell their stories and some of the stories behind their music. So, Gary, just give the people a little bit of your backstory, where you're from, kind of how you got into music and all that. I know, loaded question, straight off the bat.
Yeah, right off the bat. I've been in town 30 years.
Okay.
Moved to Nashville in 1990, end of 90, and worked at the Hall of Fame for 7.5 years, and got involved with the Words and Music program there with the kids, putting music to kids' words, and did that for 25 years.
Wow, man, shouts to you. I bet that was awesome.
In 2009, a song I wrote with a little 10-year-old boy got chosen to be performed at the White House.
Wow.
So I got to go to the White House
nice,
and
dude.
perform there, and that was a big highlight of my career, probably.
Yeah.
I've had
man, 25 years doing that, though. That's got to be pretty rewarding.
Yeah, I've probably written about, I did 5 sessions a year and did 10 sessions per, so math on that adds up.
That's a lot.
Hundreds of songs.
Hundreds, yeah, man.
Just with the kids, you know.
Right.
But in my own career, I've got, a couple, 36 songs published, and
Nice.
a bunch of independent cuts. Nothing major label yet, but I'm still holding out hope.
Hey,
it
man.
might happen one day.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I love writing, love singing, love performing out.
It's awesome. Been doing it 25 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Yeah.
you said you got here in 1990?
1990.
Wow, that's awesome. Where'd you come from?
I moved here from Colorado.
Okay.
I'm originally from Pennsylvania, but
Okay.
I built log homes in Colorado.
Wow.
And left that to come here. I used to sit in with bands in Denver and Fort
Yeah.
Collins and Cheyenne, different places. And every time I sat in with a band, they said, "You need to go to Nashville."
Hey, that's a good sign, man. That's a good sign. All right. So, what's your favorite show you've ever been to?
Favorite
Artist or music show? Favorite
Boy.
show you ever saw?
Favorite show I ever saw? I don't know. That's
It's tough. I know. Top 3 or in the top 3.
I'd probably say Garth, of course.
Yep.
He puts on a whale of a show. I saw him in Denver.
Ooh.
He was supposed to open for Steve Wariner, but Steve swapped with him
Wow.
because he was getting so hot.
Wow. That's
And
sick.
Steve swapped places with him, so Steve opened for Garth, and then Garth came out and just blew the crowd away.
That's super cool.
And,
When
yeah,
was that?
It was in Denver. I forget that was probably 89.
Wow.
It was early on.
Man, that's super early, Garth, isn't it?
Yeah. So that was a good show. George Jones, I saw him at a county fair one time, and he actually
Nice.
showed up and sang, and that was awesome.
That's sick.
I got to meet him later when I was working.
You met George Jones?
When I was working in a boot store
Nice.
in Nashville.
Nashville?
He came in because he knew the owner, and the owner was getting him a deal on Wranglers.
Yeah,
for
of
him
course.
And the Jones Boys. So
Of course.
he stopped by. He had a red Mercedes. He stopped by in his red Mercedes and came in, and it was just me, him, and Charlie.
Wow.
And Charlie introduced me and said that, I was a songwriter and stuff.
Dude, that's so cool.
George said, "Country music, I hope."
You're like, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. All right. So let's get into some of your original songs. What you got for us first?
Let me see. I've already played a couple of my originals tonight, but
Hey, you can run it back if.
I do a song off my CD that I have out. The CD is called Heaven Knows, but
Nice.
the song is Do It Again, Daddy.
Do it again, Daddy. Heard it here first. All right. Thank you.
Smell of fresh cut fescue fills up my memory. In the front yard with my father's hands holding tight to me. He would spin in circles and I'd giggle all the way. When he stopped and my feet dropped, he'd always hear me say, do it again, Daddy, one more time around. Take my hands and go so fast my feet don't touch the ground. Do it again, Daddy, one more time for me. You know this ride is way too short. Oh, Daddy, won't you please do it again? Do it again. The years flew by so quickly. Got a family of my own. And I gave rides to my kids in our front yard freshly mowed. Seems like they went from diapers to over 5 foot overnight. They grew so fast it didn't last long as we thought it might. Do it again, Daddy, one more time around. Take my hands and go so fast my feet don't touch the ground. Do it again, Daddy, one more time for me. Oh, this ride is way too short. Oh, Daddy, won't you please do it again? Do it again. We'll all meet in heaven one glad day. When I get there, God will hear me say, do it again, Daddy, one more time around. Take my hands and go so fast my feet don't touch the ground. Do it again, Daddy, one more time for me. You know this ride is way too short. Oh, Daddy, won't you please do it again? Do it again. Do it again, Daddy, one more time around. Take my hands and go so fast my feet don't touch the ground. Do it again, Daddy, one more time for me. You know this ride is way too short. Oh, Daddy, won't you please do it again? Do it again. Do it again, Daddy. Do it again. Thank you.
Yeah. Real nice. Nice, man. It's awesome. All right, talk to us. What's the backstory? What's the backstory?
The backstory on that song?
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny. I was the music director at the Walk to Emmaus, the men's Walk to Emmaus.
Okay.
And it's a religious retreat, 3-day retreat, and I was listening to a talk that there's 15 different talks that happen over this 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
And music is a part of it. I was leading the music on that walk. But one of the talks, it was given by a preacher, and he was talking about when his son was murdered.
Murdered?
His son was murdered in Florida.
Oh, wow.
And when it happened, he heard God telling him, you have to forgive that young man.
Oh, wow.
That did it.
Man, that's powerful.
And he said, I wrestled with God. I was in the grass. He said, I could smell the grass. I was wrestling with him over this because I did not want to forgive that kid.
Right. Understandably.
And he was very descriptive in his talk about how he felt God's whiskers, and he got really descriptive. And when he said I could smell the grass, that's what hit me.
Ooh.
I remember smelling the grass when I was at home, and Dad used to take my hands and swing me around the yard. So that was kind of the genesis of the song.
Dang, I got goosebumps. Wow.
I wrote the song in the hallway while they were still doing the talk.
Oh my gosh.
Because it hit me.
That's so.
I went out in the hallway and I wrote it, and then I came back in, and part of the walk is a artistic interpretation of the talk that you just heard.
Oh wow.
And so I did the song for everybody for the interpretation of that.
Dang.
And it went over big.
Man, I bet. Dude, that's powerful. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so what's next?
I don't know. I guess I do another original.
Yeah, play. Yeah, sorry.
I've got a song. It's kind of loud in here.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, man.
I've got this one I wrote. I could probably do it without the words, but it's fairly new.
Okay. Yeah.
But I wrote it. It's called "That's My Mama."
That's what?
That's my mama.
That's my mama.
But it's a little tribute to my mom.
Nice, man.
And, it kind of tells her story.
I love that.
From young girl all the way through.
Cool.
And
that's awesome. Absolutely. Everybody, we got Gary Smith playing "That's My Mama," tribute to his mother. Here we go. Huh? Oh, you need a stand?
I was thinking if I had I have reached that age where I need glasses, but it might be better without them on this. See that girl in the photo with curly hair, smiling that smile of pure content. In her temple dress, bobby socks, stuffed up saddle shoes, running in the backyard way back when. That's my mama. That's my mama. And in this one, look, she has her old cat-eye glasses on, standing next to Dad on their wedding day. I'm sure she couldn't see what the future held, but she always had the most impressive faith. Yeah, that's my mama. Oh, that's my mama. She taught me how to wash and iron my clothes. She taught me how to cook and how to clean. She taught me that a real man has a tender side, and it's okay to let that tender side be seen. See her shout instructions at the football game. It's third and long, boys watch the screen and draw. She never missed a contest, and I always heard her voice. She was like the coach that no one saw. That's my mama. Oh, that's my mama. Look at her in this one. She got to see her wife. Cancer met its match. She had a ball. see her whisper to me just days before she passed. God's got me, son, don't worry about me at all. And that's my mama. Oh, that's my mama. She showed me helping others. That's just what you do. Your blessings double when you pass them on. She taught me life is precious. Spend time with those you love, 'cause you will miss your loved ones once they're gone. I see the creases in my britches, smell the baking bread, see the twinkle in my daughter's big brown eyes. My son's sense of humor, the prayers we say at night, so many things make me realize that's my mama. Oh, that's my mama. That's my mama. Oh, that's my mama.
Man, shouts to all the moms, right?
Yeah.
That's definitely from the heart there, huh?
Yep.
Special lady. That's awesome.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, R.I.P. Man, that's awesome. What else we got? We got another one.
Let's see. See. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and do the one I started off with, because that was the first song I had published in town when I came
Nice.
to town. A song called Little Teardrops.
One more time.
Little Teardrops?
Liquid Teardrops.
Little
Teardrops, my bad. Little Teardrops from Gary Smith, first song cut here in Nashville, correct?
Actually, it was almost cut.
Almost cut.
It was published,
Published.
and Davis Daniel had it on hold
Oh.
to record it. And he recorded it, but it was like the 15th song.
Ah.
And they only had 12 on the
Hey,
album.
your time's coming, man. I believe it.
But this was one he liked it because there's very few words, but a whole story to it.
I love it. All right, so Little Teardrops, Gary Smith. Here we go.
Little teardrops on my face, so pillow where you once lay. Little teardrops, big heartache. It crossed my heart, and now I hope to die. Little teardrops gather away each night. Little teardrops on my face. soak a pillow where you once lay. Little teardrop, big heartache. Little teardrop on my face, yeah, soak a pillow where you once lay. Little teardrops, big heartache. Little teardrops, big heartache. Little teardrops, big heartache. Little teardrops, big heartache. Thank you.
Little Tears, Big Heartache. I see what you did there. All right, man.
Yeah, I need to say I wrote that with Donnie Sawyer too.
Nice.
We co-wrote that one.
That's really awesome. All right, so what shows do you have coming up? Where can people find you? Go ahead and plug away, and then we're going to do one more original, and you're going to take us out.
Okay. This is the first gig I've had since the pandemic.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, man.
So it's good to be back in the saddle and playing guitar and
heck yeah,
playing out somewhere. So thanks for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
And I don't have anything lined up right now. I am traveling for work.
Okay. Yeah. What's your day job?
Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, and Oklahoma City.
Okay.
All next week.
All next week? What? What do you do?
I'm training guys how to do photography.
Oh wow, cool.
But in 4 different towns.
Dang, that's awesome.
We got a lot of work out there to get done, so I got to train those guys. But I hope to
hit the road
when I get back.
Okay.
And I'm on Spotify. Gary Michael Smith.
Okay.
Knows.
Gary Michael Smith on Spotify. Yeah, you said on Spotify.
Yeah. On
okay.
Spotify.
Cool.
Yeah. And I have an album out. Heaven knows.
Heaven knows.
It's.
I'll put it in the comments on our stream.
I've got one in my case.
Nice, man.
But yeah, it's a bunch of songs that I wrote and recorded. I wrote them mostly for church.
Yeah.
Like the special at church.
Yeah.
But they're all songs that deal with the afterlife and heaven and people that have gone there and that kind of stuff.
Man, that's fitting.
Like Do It Again, Daddy.
There you go. It's actually very hit.
Mama.
Yeah, right.
Although That's My Mama isn't on the album.
I got
It'll
you.
be on my next one.
Okay. Well, Gary, it's been a pleasure, man. I love your energy. I love your lyrics. Super deep, super. It's just been fun, man. And you got to open. I'll speak for the Cedar Glade fam as an honorary member of it. You're welcome here anytime, man. I'd love to have you back, and we can do this again. All right.
Thanks, Trent. I appreciate it.
Do you have one more? Can you take us out on one?
Yeah. Let me.
So the last one here, Gary Smith. Cedar Glade Acoustic Garage. And what's this one?
I have to make sure I'm in the right key.
Yeah, I got you.
This is a song I did a little earlier too. It's called Coal.
Called what?
Coal.
Coal.
C-O-A-L.
Okay.
Coal. And I was inspired by this. One day I was working at the Hall of Fame, and I just happened to walk by the Sources of Country Music painting by Thomas Hart Benton.
Nice.
And I saw the train that was over the middle of America in
Wow.
the plains with a big smokestack coming out of it.
So-
This big smoke thing. And I thought, that's coal.
Yeah.
It came from back east, but that's coal in that
Yeah.
train.
Going
And
west.
so
right?
I wrote a little song about it. My grandfather used to be a coal miner, and I just added.
That's
a little bit
dope.
of that
That's
in
cool,
there.
man.
So
I love when the inspiration strikes like that. That's why we do this, y'all. The Acoustic Garage, local singer songwriters telling the story behind their songs. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So shouts to your granddad and your grandmother, your mom, and everybody you're singing about. Man, that's really cool when it's all about family, man. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you on the next one. All right.
thank you.
This one's Cole, y'all. Cole by Gary Smith.
Up in the hills there's a long dark tunnel where men go with shovels in hand. Hard hats with lights, they pick day and night and shovel out all they can. Cold, cold. Out on the plains there's a big engine smoking, rambling down the track. Running on steam, it picks up speed. The sky is covered with black. Cold, 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 black coal. Coal in the hills, coal in the mines, coal on the miner's face, coal in the furnace, coal in the fire, coal on the western plains. Coal, coal. Back in the bedroom, my grandpa was coughing from sickness deep in his lungs. He worked the mines all of his life, now all of his living is done. Cold, cold. Cold, black coal. Coal paid the bills, put food on the table, a good roof over our head. Coal was the way my family made a living, but we never got ahead. On coal, coal. Still up in the hills there's a long dark tunnel where men go with shovels in hand. Hard hats with lights, they pick day and night and shovel out all they can. Coal, 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 black coal.